Well, hello, my name is Scott Jones of the Living History staff here at the Alamo, and we'll be talking about our homespun time of first Saturday that we typically do here at the Alamo, first Saturday of every month. And I'll be talking to you briefly about one of the types of clothing that was worn here by some of the men called the New Orleans Grays that fought here at the Alamo, the type of coat that they wore and what the material was made of. So one of the materials that types of items, I should say, jackets, it's called a roundabout coat that was worn here at the Battle of the Alamo by a group of men from New Orleans called the New Orleans Grays. They're called the Grays because of the gray wool coats that they're wearing. Wool is a dominant material used by militia companies, volunteer companies, regular armies, because it's cheaper to make than what cotton or any other material would have been, especially when you have to make a lot of these things for troops on the battlefield. So it's made of wool. It's durable. It lasts longer out in the field. It's not going to come apart as quickly as cotton or linen would. So wool was chosen, and gray wool was very common at the time. It was dyed gray, and again, it's a thick, heavy material. Of course, in the summer months, you would not wear this, but the Texas Revolution is in the fall and winter, so these men would have been quite comfortable wearing these. The other reason why gray wool is chosen by armies and militias, volunteer companies, is not just because it's durable and because it's cheap, but you're shooting firearms that are flintlock firearms. You fire the gun and you're going to have sparks fly out everywhere. Well, you do not want a spark land on cotton or any other material because you could catch on fire. Well, with wool, spark lands on wool clothing. It's kind of like a retardant. You will not catch on fire wearing wool clothing. So that you can pat it out if you get a spark landing on here. So you're not going to catch on fire. So that's the big reason, probably the biggest reason why gray wool clothing was chosen. And it was cheap to make and very durable on the frontier. So this is the gray wool material that was chosen by the New Orleans Grays. They wore this type of clothing here at the Battle of the Alamo. Again, very cheap to make, very durable, and very hot in the summer months. So we would never wear this in the summer months, however, and those men at that time would not have worn these in their summer months as well. So that concludes our wool clothing, gray wool clothing that some of the men at the Alamo would have been wearing.